Is Caitlin Clark overrated? Uh, maybe. Okay, so I'm not a Caitlin Clark fan. I wouldn't say that. I'm pretty much neutral. I don't dislike, or I'm not a hater, but I'm also not a fan. But there's now everyone's thinking online, like, Caitlin Clark, she kind of fallen off. Like, she's not really being or really the focus, or people are just now realizing, you know, um, it's really just the news outlets that are just finally catching on. Because yeah, so I do think though Caitlin Clark is a good player, maybe. Possibly, it's really so. Here's the thing with Caitlin Clark, right? She's really mainly good. I mean, really good at just shooting three-point shots, right? 3-pointers, and yeah, that's basically it. I mean, she's good for like making plays and stuff, sure, and like point guard, basically, like just bringing the ball up and shooting threes. Anything else besides that? Well, um yeah. I can't really say I will I'm she's really just good on offensive at the most, right? Um but lately, yeah, she has been having quite the year, right? Last year was riddled with injury. Injury. But even without the injury, she kind of, I guess you could say, fallen off, right? Like right before, all that fiasco and stuff. And FG was kind of in the gutter and is pretty low and is missing shots and stuff. And um, yeah, not great, not the best. Some of that, though, I will be fair. I will be fair. Some of that because she came back after an injury, and then she played a couple games which were terrible games to say the least, and then she got injured again because people were saying, oh, she wasn't like she didn't heal correctly, or she needed to stay off the ground, off the board, not playing, but they played her. It's definitely way. Is she pushing and you don't give him a guy? That's but that is fair though. That is fair, and I think it was the same injury too when it happened, right? So she didn't heal correctly. Sure. Uh, but yeah, just not even that though. One of the other things with Caitlyn is the major things is that she can't play D. She can't play D at all. Her defense is horrendous. I mean, if there is any defense, right? So that's why you could say Stephanie White brought Raven Johnson and she plays great defense. So that's really really good if because if people were thinking Stephanie White doesn't like Caitlin Clark, Stephanie White doesn't. Uh, I don't know. I mean, I can't really say, but she definitely sees that Caitlyn cannot play defense. So she just looks like a deer in headlights every time. It's actually astonishing, right? Like how she well no, because it's her three-pointers pretty much got her this far, and then also I can give kudos to her um playmaking, yeah, and going off of the League of Boston and shit, right? So fairs. But yeah, her defense really is definitely not the best. So and we're gonna go through like some clips and stuff, but yeah, we're just basically talking about is she overrated or deciding if she is overrated or not. I don't even really think I can say. Um because she had a good first season, right? But then the past season was just bad, right? And then you have this recent game on Brick Center, right? And this is like the first preseason game. They had like uh two other preseason games, right? They had three total. Her game after this one was it like a 20-point game? But half of it was Yeah, I mean, you can see. Yeah, this one was definitely not the best at all. I mean, she was just bricking everything right here. Yeah, not the. I mean, it's the first like, not an actual game, but like team type of game. Preseason. You can say it's the first game back somewhat. Um, but not really because it's preseason. They don't really play the full time. But yeah, that was bad. 2 to 10 FG. I mean, it looked basically the same as her 2025 season. Not the best. But her next game after this one, she did get 20 points, but half of it was free throws, right? And that's a whole other thing we'll probably talk about in another video about the coaching, which is not the coaching, but the refs, and they're making different decisions now and changing things up. So yeah, that led her to get more free throws, and she shot her free throws, and but she really, people were shitting on her still because half of it was free throws, right? 20 points. So like 10 actual points for that. I mean, free throws are points, but I get it. Okay, sure. And then her game after this one, she had pretty solid score. I think she had like well, between like, suppose she had like 16 points in like the first two quarters, whatever. I mean, that was fine. That's a good looks, right? So, I mean, so it's really hard to say whether she fell off or not, right? In terms of that. But in terms of her being quote unquote overrated, right? I mean, this is against the Liberty too. This is the first pre so but you can really see just just look literally deer in headlights. Like she don't know where it's her right here, and she just lets her go up. Yup. There she is right there. And yeah, like whoa. So just basically completely disregarding her. Well, they should have someone been on here, I believe. So I mean, if you yeah, nah, she should. I mean, she should have been. Like she was following her. I guess somebody was late to come up, but um, she's just looking at her. She's just standing there, right? It's just like what the fuck. Um, she lets her score, and here we go again. And she's like wow. Why are you just like tracking her? She's not even, the thing is, she's not even trying, right? Half the time. She puts up the hand like last second, right? She just goes towards them. Her hands are all just down. She's not like waving or anything. It's just like you just crowd. You just come on, man. Oh man, wow. Tread a little there, but it's still, she just gets bullied, bro. She just gets bullied. She just does, literally just lets it happen. She literally lets it happen, man. Right? So that's my main thing. And then right after somebody scores on her, which is the funny part, yeah, and I guess she's looking for a foul call here or some and that's the thing too. Like she's always looking for a foul call. And then there was another clip. I don't have it right here. But you probably know what I'm talking about with which is Team Nigeria, and I guess she was looking for another foul call, right? She was dribbling the ball, trying to score it on on Team Nigeria, and the other player, the defensive team player on Nigeria, apparently Caitlyn thought that she poked her in the face or something, or like just hit her in the face or whatever, when it was actually Caitlyn's hair hit her in the face and she's looking for a foul call. It's just like, what the fuck? Though people are saying, oh, but she might have scratched her. It looked like, no, I don't think, even with that, I don't even think that would, with that little hand movement from the girl, I don't even think she touched her. But even if she did, like, I don't think that's a foul. That's not a foul. Like, come on, bro. But yeah, I mean, but that all ties into um, the new rules and shit. But anyways, yeah. So it's just she's just not it's just not good on defense. There's more clips and stuff, besides this game. Like even in, her 20-point quote unquote game, because people free throws, right? Niggas are you know, her quote unquote 3-point game, right? Even then, like it's just every game she's not good on D, and that's why Raven Johnson was brought in. So yeah, right. I mean, again, no hate to Caitlyn, no hate to because again, I'm neutral, but I'm just looking at this from like a neutral perspective, one that I do have my favorite players, my favorite teams and shit, right? Um, but I mean, we got to look at it as like I think she is a little overrated. Yeah, but the thing is like she's only good for 3-point shots, right? Um, And when she's hot, but when she's off, it's just like a GG. Like that's over. That's I don't think she can recover from that, right? And then she's been off for like quite a bit of games. So it's just like it's just and the thing is if a lot of players they can rely on something else like oh they're not good on offense right now well they can play a good defense they can get a lot of steals and stuff but and block shots, but Caitlyn doesn't do that, right? Caitlyn doesn't do that. Like again, like a lot of greats. I mean, everybody has bad games, off games, and stuff, or has a little moment like Caitlyn did last season, where it's just like not the best, in terms of just her season. Right, but there's just nothing else she can provide, you know? Raven Johnson, she's more defensive, but she can also, again, like she's a rookie, she's just getting in here. She can provide offensive too, let her settle and, give her a little bit of time. And yeah, but she definitely has good defensive plays, right? And people think Raven is gonna be, oh, somebody West's gonna replace Raven. Maybe. I mean, Caitlin Clark, maybe, you know. But you definitely can tell, obviously, that Raven was brought in, to cover for Cece when things get out of hand and the other team just gains like fucking 15 points out of nowhere because Caitlyn just lets them run through to the again. And it's also like this is we're going on Caitlyn's going on her 3rd year, right? So people pretty much figured her out, right? And everybody knows now she's not good on D. She's not good on D. So it might be a little iffy though because they're doing these new ref rules, which we'll get into, right? Um, where they're making more calls, I would say. So I mean, again, we'll see, but overall, I she's really really good at 3-point shots. Anything else, um, anything else besides bringing the ball up and making I guess maybe some plays. Other than that, like nah, yeah. But again, I mean, she's a good player. She's a good player. But she's definitely off right now for sure. But again, it's still early in the career, Um, we'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I don't know. We'll do another rant or so. Whatever.